Welcome to Confessing the Faith, a theological and devotional walk through the 1689 Baptist Confession of Faith. I am your host, Sam Waldron. I'm one of the pastors of Grace Reformed Baptist Church in Owensboro, Kentucky, and president of Covenant Baptist Theological Seminary. In this episode, we continue to consider chapter 15 of the Confession, which takes up the pivotal subject of repentance unto life. Paragraph 3, as we have seen, provides a wonderful definition of repentance, which can be illustrated by means of the analogy of a tree, the tree of repentance, with soil, roots, trunk, and branches, and finally fruit. Today, let's consider the trunk and branches of this tree of repentance. The Shorter Catechism puts it this way: He doth with grief and hatred of his sin turn from it unto God. There is the essence of repentance. Doth with grief and hatred of his sin turn from it unto God. This is the trunk and branches, or essence, or the central nature of repentance. Repentance is a spiritual turning. Now, this accords with biblical terminology. The main New Testament words for repentance are metanoia, a change of mind, and epistrophe, a turning. Metanoia, a change of mind, reminds us that while this turning has external effects and fruit, it is primarily a matter of the heart and mind. Repentance is not penance or works. The condition of repentance for forgiveness of sins does not mean somehow works for salvation, but a spiritual turning in the heart from one thing to another. Works are its fruit, not its essence. It is a turning against sin involving grief, sorrow, and hatred, loathing of sin. Many passages. See Zechariah 12:10, 2 Corinthians 7:10. Repentance means mourning, sorrow, indignation at sin, regretting, being ashamed, and humbled, loathing, being disgraced. Clearly, a true Christian has been humbled for his sin and is therefore one who may be exhorted and admonished without fear. It is also a turning to God and his mercy, his ways, and his worship. Acts 20:21, it is called the unto God repentance. Faith is a movement of the soul to Christ, so repentance is a movement of the soul to God. Acts 15:19, 26:20, 1 Thessalonians 1:9. The prodigal son, convinced of his father's mercy, actually went back to the father. Have you actually gone back to the Father?